What is up, everybody? Welcome back for another day of Momentum WOD training. My name is Brandon, and today I'm going to coach and guide you through this Incinerate System WOD, high-intensity kettlebell workouts designed to burn fat and build endurance. Today's Incinerate WOD is going to be a 20-minute EMOM workout. Every minute on the minute for 20 minutes, you'll be performing a set of a prescribed exercise. Today's workout is going to focus on exercises that will challenge your lower body strength and muscular endurance. The exercises in today's workout are as follows. You'll begin with 6 repetitions of the halo to goblet squat, and then follow that up with 5 repetitions of the clean to squat on the right hand side. After that, you'll perform 10 repetitions of the deadlift, then move back to 6 repetitions of the halo to goblet squat, and finish out the sequence with 5 repetitions of the clean to squat on the left hand side. You'll perform that sequence 4 times through for a total of 20 sets in 20 minutes. As always, if you're unfamiliar with any of these exercises, full breakdowns can be found in the Premium Exercise Library included in your Momentum WOD Premium subscription and your 7-day free trial at momentumwod.com/join-now. Without further ado, let's get started. 6 repetitions of the halo to goblet squat. Good luck today. The grip and positioning of the kettlebell during the halo to goblet squat is slightly different than that of a typical goblet squat. The bell is in an inverted position and as a result will require more stabilization and control to manage the bell throughout the course of the movement. As a result, using a bell that you typically would use with a goblet squat might seem excessively heavy for this exercise. For your next set, you'll be moving to 5 repetitions of the clean to front rack squat on the right hand side. For the performance of the clean, make sure that you're hiking the kettlebell between your legs and then driving through the heels to propel the kettlebell to a front rack position while it's being kept close to your body at all times. For your next set, you'll be performing 10 repetitions of the kettlebell deadlift. One of the most common errors when performing the deadlift is extending from the back rather than the hips. While the deadlift is an extensor exercise, be mindful to only extend to a neutral standing position rather than pulling into a hyperextended position, which will shear the joints of the lumbar spine and create pain and injury. The clean to front rack squat is an exercise of power and control. There are 3 moments in the exercise where you should pause momentarily and control the position before moving any further. When the bell is clean to the front rack position, pause once it's there. At the bottom of the squat, pause momentarily, and then, once back in a full standing position, pause again before beginning your next repetition. During both the halo and goblet portion of this exercise, if the core is not braced, the pelvis may tip or pull forwards excessively, creating hyperextension of the lumbar spine. Brace the core and ever so slightly tuck the tailbone at the beginning of each set, making sure to maintain this subtle positioning throughout the duration of both parts of this exercise. It is important not to over-exaggerate the pelvic positioning as well, as too much of a pelvic tilt will decrease activation of the multifidus muscle, leading to a less stable core. It's a fine line. Heavy kettlebell cleans showcase the skill of being able to transition between a relaxed and a tension state at a moment's notice. This quality is demonstrated in most athletic endeavors at moments before and after changing direction or when explosive power is required, such as when executing a swift sweep out of guard. If you only have access to one kettlebell and the weight you're using feels too light for a deadlift, there are several options to make the movement more challenging. 1. You can deadlift while holding the kettlebell off to one side as if you were carrying a suitcase. 2. You can perform a kettlebell good morning, pinning the kettlebell to your chest as you perform the same hip hinge as the deadlift. Or 3. You can progress the movement to a 2-arm kettlebell swing. In each of these instances, you are performing a different variation of the same fundamental movement. While the halo is often thought of as a shoulder mobilization exercise, if performed properly, in reality, this is not the case. The shoulder should be stable during the halo, while mobilization should be occurring with the scapula. This is an important distinction because the shoulder is already inherently an extremely mobile ball and socket joint. Adding more mobility can provoke instability and lead to injury. You've officially crossed the halfway point of this workout. Stay focused and keep working. You're almost there. When rising from the squatting position, make sure to drive through the heels and squeeze the glutes with each and every repetition. The kettlebell clean is a dynamic full-body exercise that is often combined with other exercises, like the squat, to form kettlebell complexes. In doing so, these combinations of movements are an excellent way to develop conditioning and facilitate muscular hypertrophy in an efficient manner. Inability to properly hinge and pull from the extensors of our lower extremities and low back while maintaining a braced core and while breathing will have serious ramifications for power output. The deadlift retrains proper technique to be powerful and explosive with extension-based movements like lifting an opponent on a double leg without compromising your back or leaving yourself liable for injury. Despite the fact that the goblet squat portion of the exercise looks like a lower body exercise, if you're performing it properly, it should feel like an upper body exercise as well. You should feel constant tension in your arms, shoulder, and core throughout the entire set. Kettlebell Halo to Goblet Squat is a great exercise for the Jiu Jitsu practitioner, not only because it will help you develop strength and power, but because it's a great exercise for injury prevention. It will help to facilitate healthy shoulder joints, a strong core to prevent low back injury, and more durable knees. 3 areas where frequent injuries occur as a result of training Jiu Jitsu. Got less than 5 minutes left. Moving back to the clean to front rack squat on the right hand side for your next set. This next set is going to be your last set of deadlifts. Let's continue to make sure that we're executing this movement with proper technique. Maintain smooth range of motion throughout all portions of the deadlift. Do not jerk or bounce when pulling into the ascent or when locking out at the end of each repetition. Kettlebell Halo is an excellent exercise to develop core power, stability, and endurance. The beauty of the exercise is that it keeps your spine in a neutral position, which negates the negative effects of repetitive spinal flexion that occurs with other less functional core exercises such as crunches and sit-ups. You've done a lot of squats today, and your next set, your next 5 repetitions, are your last 5 of this workout. Let's finish this thing out strong. 5 repetitions of the clean to front rack squat on the left hand side. Last set, best set.